welcome to the Movement Project. I'm Colette, and today we are going to go over some Pilates core exercises. This is going to be exercises that are for all levels, but in all levels I mean that you have some understanding of the Pilates method, the Pilates technique, and concepts. So if it's not the right video for you, there's some other videos on here that might be better for you. But if you are already doing Pilates and you're following along with the Pilates method exercises, either with a trainer or here online, then let's get started and see how this goes. So first we are going to lie you down on your back all the way down. And when we are lying down here, we are going to find our neutral spine and our neutral pelvis lying down on the mat. You're going to find your neutral parallel feet. So you have that slight separation in your feet in line with your hip socket. You have the two hip bones and pivot bones, same flat plane for neutral pelvis. And you have that tail down and ever so slight space under the low back, the back of the ribs down, slight space under your neck, back of the head down, and length through your neck. And you're just gonna breathe for a moment. You're going to inhale in through your nose and exhale out through your mouth. And as you inhale through the nose, you're feeling that lateral breath through the sides and back of your rib cage. And as you exhale, you're finding that kind of corset or tightening a belt around your waist and the pull up through your low abdominals. And inhale again, inhaling in. And exhaling. And one more breath, inhaling in and exhaling out. And now we're going to go into a pelvic tilt. So you're going to take a breath in through your nose and you're going to exhale to squeeze your low abdominals to tilt the pelvis up to the ceiling, and then you're going to inhale to lower it back down to neutral. And again, exhaling as you squeeze and tilt, feeling the scoop through the low abdominals, and inhaling to lower that down. And exhale to squeeze and tilt, and inhaling to lower, and exhale to squeeze and tilt, and inhaling to lower, and exhale, squeeze and tilt, and inhaling to lower. And one more here, exhaling to squeeze and tilt, and inhaling to lower. Now you can continue with that if doing a full pelvic curl is not good for you, but if you're okay for it, then we're going to go into your full curl. So you're going to exhale to squeeze and tilt the low abdominals, finding equal weight on both feet. Continue to peel that up a vertebra at a time all the way up to your nice long line from your shoulder through your hip to your knee. And you're going to inhale to stay here, and you're going to exhale as you roll down your spine, feeling the articulation through the spine, through the low back, and all the way down. And again, inhaling to stay. Exhaling to squeeze your low abdominals in towards the spine, feeling that tilt to the pelvis, equal feet, inner thighs helping. Inhaling to stay at your top. And exhaling as you're rolling down your spine, vertebra at a time, through the low back and all the way down. And again, inhaling to stay, and exhaling to squeeze and tilt, and peeling that up vertebra by vertebra all the way up. Inhaling to stay at your top, and exhaling as you're rolling down your spine, feeling that articulation through the low back all the way down. And inhaling and exhaling to squeeze and tilt, and peeling that up vertebra by vertebra all the way up. Inhaling to stay, and exhaling as you're rolling down the spine, vertebra at a time, all the way back down. Now you're just going to stay there for a moment, and you're going to lift your arms up to the ceiling. The palms will face each other. You'll feel an open chest through the front of your chest. So your shoulder blades are flat on your back and flat on the mat. You're long through your neck from your ear to your shoulder, and pulling the shoulder blades down to your hips. You're going to lift one leg up to tabletop, and then you're going to inhale to lower that back down. And let's exhale to float the other leg up to tabletop, and inhaling to lower down. and exhaling to squeeze and lift, and inhaling to lower, and exhaling to squeeze and lift, and inhaling to lower. Now you have a very stable pelvis as you're doing this action. Just keep that going. So as you're lifting your leg, you're not rocking to the side, and as you're switching to the other side, you're keeping that pelvis stable, and you're keeping that neutral pelvis maintained even as you lower the leg. So there's no arch of the spine to lower the leg. Very stable there. And one more. Now keep that leg up, lift the other leg up to meet it. So now you've got a 90-degree angle in your hip and in your knee. We're gonna go into toe touches. So we're gonna lengthen your arms down to lay them flat on the mat. And you're gonna inhale to lower one leg down to barely touch toe to mat, and exhaling to lift it back up. Inhaling to lower the other leg down, and exhaling as you lift. So as you're lowering the leg, you're keeping their abs engaged through the front of your torso. So the lower of the leg does not arch your spine, and it does not change your pelvis. Exhaling up, inhaling to lower, exhaling up, inhaling to lower, exhaling up, inhaling to lower, exhaling up. Two more. Inhale, lower, exhale, lift, inhale, lower, exhale, lift. Bring your knees in for a quick little stretch of the spine there. And then take your legs to a tabletop, back to their tabletop position. So knees over hips, shins parallel to floor. Your legs are glued together. You still have your ab connection through the front. We're gonna go into some spine twist. So it's spine twist supine. It's a rotation of the spine. You're gonna move from the waist down. So just gonna be an inhale to rotate the legs over to one side, rotating at the waist. So the pelvis is lifted on one side, and then you're gonna exhale to bring that back to center. And then inhaling to rotate over to the other side. So you feel that lift in the pelvis, and then you're gonna exhale to squeeze your ass back to center. Now it's not a big movement. Inhaling over and exhaling as you bring it back, because it's about core work. Inhaling over and exhaling back. It's not a stretch. Inhaling over, it's about obliques. Exhaling back and inhaling over and exhaling back and inhaling as you rotate and exhaling center and inhaling as you rotate and exhaling center. Two more. Inhaling to rotate and exhaling center and inhaling to rotate and exhaling center. And rest. You can bring your knees into your chest and just give yourself a little stretch there. And now we're going to take your legs back to a tabletop position. So with this position, if holding your legs in the air again is too hard at this moment, you can always go back to the legs flat on the floor. We're going to go into a chest lift. If you're able to, have your legs at tabletop position. Reach your arms up over your shoulders, and from here you're going to inhale, and you're going to exhale to lift your head and chest up into your chest lift curve. And then you're going to inhale to stay here, and you're going to exhale to lower back down. Inhaling to stay, exhaling as you lift, inhaling to stay, and exhaling back down. Inhale, exhaling as you lift, inhale, exhaling back down, inhale, exhaling as you lift, inhale, exhaling back down. Now if you're okay for it, you're going to reach your legs as well. Inhale, exhale to lift your body and reach your legs out to a diagonal. Inhale, and then exhaling as you're bringing it back in. Inhale, exhaling as you lift and reach. Inhale, exhaling back in. Inhale, exhaling as you lift and reach. Higher the leg, easier, lowers harder. Inhale, exhaling back in. Inhale, exhaling as you lift. Inhale, exhaling back down. One more. Inhale, exhaling as you lift. Inhale, exhaling back down. Bring your knees into your chest for another little stretch of your spine there. And so now we're going to go into a little single leg stretch. So if you take your legs back to a tabletop position, take your hands behind your thighs, lift your body up into your chest lift curve. Now your knees are in barely past 90 degrees in your hip joint, so it's not full flexion, just barely past 90. Shins are parallel to floor. Take both hands behind one leg, reach the other leg out to straight, and squeeze your abs towards the floor. Inhale to bring it back in, and then reach the other leg out and squeezing tight. And inhaling, meet in center for a moment, exhaling to reach. Inhale, meet in center, and exhale to reach. Inhale to center, exhale to reach. Inhale to center, exhale to reach. Inhale to center, exhale to reach. Inhale, center, exhale, reach. Inhale, center, exhale, reach. Inhale, center, bring your knees into your chest for a little rest of the spine for a second. And we're gonna go back up for a quicker version of the same thing. So you're gonna inhale, exhale to come back up into your curve. Take your hands towards your shins. And now single leg faster and continuous. Exhale to reach 1. Inhale, switch 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And then bring your knees in and stretch out your spine. And then we will take and put your legs down to the mat for a little oblique rotation here. Going back into your oblique reach here, but when you're doing this one, you're gonna stay up in your curve the entire time. So your feet are in a nice neutral parallel position. You have one hand on top of the other with a straight arm and a wrap shoulder. You're gonna inhale to stay, exhale to bring yourself up into your curve position. Now from here, inhale to stay, exhale to rotate and reach just to the outside of your knee. Keep that hip grounded, keep the stable pelvis. Inhale, float through center, keeping the height in the curve, and then exhale to reach over to the other side. Inhaling through center, exhaling to reach 3. Inhale through center, exhale, reach 4. Inhale, exhale, reach 5. Inhale, exhale, reach 6. Inhale, exhale, reach 7. Inhale, exhaling 8. Inhale, exhaling 9. Inhale, exhaling 10. Meet in center, and then bring it in and down, and bring your knees into your chest for another little hug of your knees and stretch of your spine. Good, nice work. So now we are going to go ahead and turn you over to your tummy. So if we just flip you over, and when you're lying on your stomach here, you're gonna have your legs together and elongated long on the mat. You have both hip bones and your pubic bone flat to the floor with your abs pulling up towards your spine off the floor. You have a long neck and you are reaching your arms long down by your side. Basic back extension to start with here. So from here, you're gonna inhale to stay. You're going to exhale to lengthen and lift up into your back extension. Inhaling to stay up and then exhaling as you're lowering down. Inhaling to stay down and exhaling as you lift. Inhaling to stay and exhaling down. And inhaling to stay and exhaling to lift. Inhaling to stay and exhaling down. And inhale and exhale as you lengthen to lift. And inhale and exhaling down. And inhale and exhaling to lift. And inhale and exhaling down. And staying there, go ahead and reach your arms forward towards the wall in front of you. We're gonna go into a little bit of your swimming. So now, if you lift your back up into your back extension, keeping the shoulders down, arms and feet are gently resting on the floor. You're gonna exhale to lift one arm in the opposite leg, and then you're gonna lower that down to the mat. And you're gonna exhale to lift the other leg up, and then lower. And keep switching. Exhale, right arm left way, and lower. exhale, left arm, right leg, and lower, exhale, switch, 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 and lower, and rest. Put your hands underneath your shoulders. Go ahead and take yourself back to your rest pose. And then you can bring yourself up, and going into an all fours position, we'll just do a little bit of your kitty cat stretch. So finding your all fours with your straight spine, wrap shoulder, focus in front of the hands, long neck, head in line with the spine, abs supported. And you're gonna take your deep breath in through your nose. You're gonna exhale as you squeeze your abs and round your spine in and up. And then inhaling to lengthen it back long. And try that again. Exhaling as you squeeze and curve. And inhaling back to long. And exhaling as you squeeze and curve. And inhaling to straight. And exhaling as you squeeze and curve. And inhaling back out to straight. Take it back to your rest pose and stretch. And then you can bring that back up, and let's go ahead and lie you back down on your back all the way down. And from here, now we're going to just bring your knees into your chest for a little hug of your knees for a moment. You can grab behind your thighs, draw those legs in, get a little stretch of the low back, a little release of the hips. And while we're here, let's go ahead into a little figure four, crossing that leg over, reaching through, grabbing hold and pulling that leg in, a little stretch in the hip. And go ahead and switch so you can cross the other leg over, reach through, grab hold and pull that leg in for the stretch on this side. And then you can bring both legs in, another little hug of the knees for a moment. Put your feet back down on the mat. Reach your arms long and just settle the spine. And you're just going to take a couple breaths here. Inhaling in through your nose. And exhaling out through your mouth. And again, inhaling in. And exhaling out. And rest. Good. Nice work. Good. So hopefully you like those, and if you like to, do more of these types of exercises, Pilates type of exercise repertoire, then come back here again, and we'll be posting some more videos here and there throughout the year. So come back in, check us out, and if you want to learn more about Pilates, then just go ahead and check out the website. I'll link it below, and I hope that you come and do some Pilates with me on a regular basis. Thanks so much, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.